Welcome back to the Crypto World channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now Ethereum is currently trading above this massive red zone of resistance. And in fact, we have now seen one massive daily candle close above this important range. This is actually a big deal for Ethereum holders out there because the last time that we were trading above this range just here, in just a moment, I'll be getting into some important levels to pay attention to for Ethereum holders. I'll be getting into my next price targets. I'll be getting into my Ethereum strategy. And as always, I'll also cover some bullish signs and some bearish signs that we are seeing right now. Also, I will be giving you guys an update on Ethereum Improvement Proposal 1559 because we continue to see tens of millions of dollars worth of Ethereum destroyed every single day. Also, in this video, I will be covering this important Ethereum chart. This shows the Ethereum balance on exchanges at all-time lows. And right now, the Ethereum that is staked ready for Ethereum 2.0 is still increasing. All of that and more in this video. So for you Ethereum holders out there, definitely make sure you're watching the whole video so that you're not missing out on any of this important information. And if that sounds good to you, just before we jump into it, make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. It is completely free to do that, and you're going to be getting these updates every single day. And I truly do appreciate all of your support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. But with that out of the way, let's get straight into what this video is about. So right here, we're on the Ethereum to US dollar chart on the 1 day time frame. And yeah, once again, as I just mentioned in the intro of the video, right now we have actually seen a daily candle close above this red zone just here, which by the way, the top of this red zone is coming in at pretty much exactly 3,000 US dollars. And that was previous resistance for Ethereum right back here after that initial capitulation around 2.5 months ago, nearly 3 months ago now. So this is a big deal. This means that we are finally starting to see a solid recovery. Of course, we already have seen quite a lot of bullish price action over the past 3 weeks approximately, but this particular break just here over the past 1 day or so means that we are finally getting out of this massive price range that we have been in over the past 2.5 months once again. But it is still important to remain cautious because nothing moves in a straight line. We're obviously going to have, short-term little pullbacks, short-term cool-offs along the way, like what we saw a few days ago. Once again, we saw a little bit of a short-term cool-off just here on the 4-hour time frame, a little bit of downside price action, but honestly, that was nothing crazy. Once again, any short-term cool-off that I expect right now for Ethereum is only just in the immediate short term and not really anything major because the demand for Ethereum right now is crazy. Fundamentally speaking, Ethereum has never been more bullish, but I'll be getting into that in just a moment. Talking about the technicals just here, just the chart alone. Right now, the immediate levels of support for Ethereum is simply this red range just here, starting at 3,000 US dollars down to 2.8k. So pretty much that entire range just there is massive support, considering the fact that once again, it was massive resistance. And after we break resistance, that range then becomes support after we break above it. So even if we do see some short-term resistance and a slight little pullback, once again, I'll be only thinking of buying Ethereum just there and holding for the long term. Of course, it's not impossible for us to experience more downside price action, but apart from two small reasons on the Ethereum chart, there isn't really many bearish signs showing themselves right now. So the first of those two reasons is simply the fact that we've pretty much gone extremely bullish over the past 2 to 3 weeks just here. Once again, apart from that one red daily candle just there, basically ever since this low, we've actually gone around 17 days in a row completely bullish, besides that one red daily candle in the middle once again. So that is one bearish sign, because obviously if we're going this bullish, we are, due for a little bit of a cool off. And so that is the first potential bearish sign, just the fact that we have had an incredibly bullish run over the past 3 weeks, and it would simply make sense, and if anything, be healthy for a little bit of a short-term pullback or at least some consolidation. And the other short-term bearish sign is simply the fact that the daily RSI for Ethereum versus the US dollar is in some quite overbought areas right now. So this also does mean that we are due for a little bit of a cool off sometime soon, but keep in mind that this can remain in these overbought areas for quite some time, even up to a few weeks at a time before we enter back into these neutral areas. But once again, those are really the only two bearish signs that I am seeing on the Ethereum chart on the bigger time frames just here. So like the daily chart, for example. Other than that, Ethereum is looking completely bullish. So I just thought I should mention those bearish reasons and kind of get them out of the way, because those are things that we still can't ignore. We always have to look at the full picture for Ethereum. But quickly refreshing this right now, nearly 42 million US dollars worth of Ethereum since the EIP 1559 upgrade went ahead about 3 days ago. Nearly $42 million worth of Ethereum once again has been permanently destroyed, completely deleted forever. So right now, this EIP VIP 1559 upgrade is burning at a rate of over $10 million worth of Ethereum per day. So this is Ethereum that is getting taken away from the circulating supply and is never coming back. So this is actually drying up the circulating supply, making Ethereum harder and harder to buy, while the demand for Ethereum is continuing to increase. Now, quickly checking out this chart just here, this is the Ethereum balance on all exchanges. So basically, if this is heading to the downside, of course, that means more and more people are withdrawing their Ethereum from exchanges, which means that the potential selling pressure is going to the downside because, of course, when Ethereum is on exchanges, that means people can sell Ethereum quite easily. So usually when the Ethereum balance on exchanges actually heads to the upside, that means that we are in either a sell-off or we are about to have a sell-off, as you can see just here. And quickly hiding my face cam so you can see actually what's happening behind me. Right now, the Ethereum balance on exchanges is sitting at these incredibly low levels, and it is staying at these levels. We aren't really seeing any major increase on exchanges. So this goes to show that a lot of people are simply just holding Ethereum. And once again, the lower this goes, the better, because the lower this is, the less Ethereum can potentially be sold on exchanges. So the less the selling pressure is, the lower this chart is. Now, taking a look at this important chart just here, this is important for all Ethereum holders because this actually shows the amount of Ethereum that is currently staked within Ethereum 2.0. Of course, Ethereum 2.0 hasn't officially launched just yet. So this Ethereum, by the way, is completely locked up until Ethereum 2.0 actually launches. And then it's only after Ethereum 2.0 launches that this Ethereum can eventually be withdrawn. So once again, all of this Ethereum is locked away from the current circulating supply. This is taken away from the supply of Ethereum, also resulting in lower selling pressure and more people hodling Ethereum. And as you can see, this is constantly heading to the upside. The Ethereum balance heading into the deposit contract to stake Ethereum for Ethereum 2.0. And right now, the value of Ethereum staked is currently sitting at over 6.5 million Ethereum, which, by the way, at the current price of Ethereum, that equates to over 20 billion US dollars worth of Ethereum that is currently staked in this Ethereum 2.0 deposit contract. So that's obviously not a small amount of money. $20 billion for Ethereum is a lot of money that is once again taken away from the circulating supply. This is completely drying up the circulating supply of Ethereum, and this is also shown in the Ethereum balance on exchanges. All of this Ethereum is drying up and simply getting locked away, getting staked, or even permanently burnt with this new Ethereum upgrade. So now, with all of the facts, fundamentally speaking, Ethereum has never been more bullish in history. Until just a few days ago, we never had Ethereum getting burned every single block. Until just the end of last year, we never had Ethereum getting staked like this. And considering that we are now breaking out of this massive range that we've been in for a few months now, once again, apart from those small little bearish reasons that I mentioned earlier in the video, apart from that, there's really no other major reason to be overly bearish on Ethereum at the time of filming this video. So right now, a major part of my Ethereum strategy is simply to dollar cost average. Of course, if you were on the channel over the past few months, I was letting you guys know that I was actually buying a lot of Ethereum at these lower levels just here, closer towards around 1,700 US dollars per Ethereum. I was buying a lot of Ethereum. So for anyone that was on the channel over the past few months, congratulations if you did actually follow me on those purchases, because right now you are getting rewarded. And for those of you that are brand new to this channel, if you are willing to hold for the longer term, as in for at least the next 3 to 6 months, even just dollar cost averaging at the current prices is still going to turn out to be an amazing buying opportunity in the longer term. Once again, of course, just in the short term, downside price action is not out of the picture. So don't necessarily use all of this information to enter, a really high leverage long position right now. But especially if you're accumulating Ethereum on the spot market, so no leverage, once again, considering the fact that we are still at a discount from the all-time high levels, we have still not even entered the mania phase for Ethereum. And in fact, right now, zooming out on the weekly Ethereum chart, the area on the chart right now actually reminds me strongly of around the middle of 2017, towards the end of 2017. Back here, as you can see, we obviously had that famous 2017 bull run, which was crazy for Ethereum. Ethereum pumped from around $7 to nearly $1,500 US dollars in one single year. And basically, for the first half of this bull run, we saw a massive surge in the Ethereum price, almost straight to the upside. Of course, when you're zooming in, we had short-term little consolidation areas, short-term little pullbacks along the way, but when you're looking at the big picture, that was basically a huge bullish movement to the upside over roughly around 6 months, give or take. And then we had a major correction that lasted for around a month before we finally bottomed out. And then we had a huge bounce back towards the all-time high, which at that time was at roughly around $400 per Ethereum. And then we did actually find a lot of resistance at the all-time high. And at that stage, we did actually enter a long consolidation for the next 1 to 2 months just here before we finally broke out to the upside, before we finally broke the all-time high level. And as soon as we did that, the Ethereum price began to explode to the upside again over the next few months. And that gain, by the way, that second gain turned out to be roughly around a 400, nearly 500% gain for Ethereum. And now taking a look at the current bull cycle, I'm sure you can now see some similarities between this and the last bull cycle of 2017. And by the way, if you want to know the platforms that I actually use myself to maximize my profits in crypto, I currently use BlockFi to store some of my crypto to earn passive income just for holding crypto on BlockFi. And I currently use Bybit to actually trade Bitcoin and Ethereum to maximize my gains. But I do not recommend leverage trading for the beginners out there. I want to make that clear. But yeah, if you want to check those platforms out that I actually use myself to earn extra money in crypto, I do actually have links to those platforms in the description down below. And if you use those links, you can get yourself bonuses. And it's also a great way to help support the channel as well if you're enjoying these videos every single day. And speaking about enjoying these videos, if you did, make sure to leave a like on the video down below. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on for more videos like this one. I honestly do appreciate all of the support on the channel at the moment. I can't thank you guys enough. And also, if you want to get these extra free updates throughout the day with brand new predictions in the markets, definitely check out my Twitter. The link to my Twitter is in the description down below. But with all of that being said, that's really everything I have to say for this video. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.